Okay, students, what about like this things? Somebody turn off the light. Okay, William, turn off the light. Thank you. Get out the way. You guys watch it. Oh yeah.
Be a family member, a pet, or even your own eventual end. In fact, about 100 people die every minute in the world. But what actually happens when you die? In the first few seconds after death, the last bit of oxygen in your body is depleted and brain activity surges. As the neurons begin to stop functioning, your brain stops secreting hormones which regulate body function. And while some bodily functions may persist for a few minutes, as the remaining stores of ATP are used, which is your body's main energy source, muscles relax, including sphincters, which means irritation and urination may occur. Around 15 to 25 minutes after death, the lack of blood flow through the capillaries leads to the numbness of death seen in light-skinned people. Because your heart is no longer running, there's no active propulsion of blood through the body, so gravity begins to cause pooling of blood in the lowest parts of the body. After a few hours of blood pooling, a reddish-purple discoloration of the skin occurs and reaches its maximum discoloration by 12 hours. This is one of the ways in which coroners or forensic investigators determine the approximate time and position of a body as it sets in. Not only has your body lost its energy source, but deterioration of cellular organelles leaks calcium into muscle cells, and this might
What's that? Shh, don't talk in the movie. Oh, sorry.
that lasts anywhere from 24 to 48 hours. Up to this point, unless you've been chemically involved or preserved in some manner, your body has been exposed to decomposing as well, undergoing cell death. Without proper blood flow, these cells accumulate and, along with CO2 gas, cause the pH of tissues to rise. This weakens the cell membrane, eventually causing them to burst and release their cytosol, which contains functioning proteins and enzymes that further break down surrounding tissue. There are also around 100 trillion microorganisms that help to break down your body. The anaerobic bacteria in the gastrointestinal tract may continue through abdominal organs. This process is known as putrefaction, and it's where things can get stinky. Breakdown of amino acids by the bacteria produces extremely foul gases, which attract certain insects like mites, carrion beetles, and blowflies, which lay eggs in the rotting tissue. The eggs hatch within a day, and the larvae or maggots eat the tissue to survive until they mature. After weeks, these maggots may consume 60% of the body's tissue, creating holes that allow decomposition fluids and gases to escape. Between 20 to 50 days, butyric fermentation begins, attracting beetle larvae, protozoa, and fungi. This process, known as dry decay, can take up to a year, but occurs faster in hotter temperatures. Over years, plants and animals eat away the remaining bits of the body, including skeletal remains. Eventually, if left completely to the elements, every bit of the body will be broken down and its constituent molecules will be recycled. If you'd like to learn more about the psychological side of death, check out our ASAP Thought video on the top 5 regrets people have before dying. It's a fascinating look at the things people think about in their last moments. Link in the description. And subscribe for more weekly science videos.
So,
Surveys show that most people want to die quickly in their sleep and without notice, but the odds of that happening for you are incredibly low. So, when the time comes, how are you most likely to die? In 1901, the average life expectancy of humans was 31 years old, and in just over 100 years, that average has gone up to 71. If you live in a developed nation like France or Canada, you'll likely live closer to 82, while developing or majority world countries like Rwanda age to 64 on average. And many of these people die in weird ways, including 27 people from selfie-related accidents in 2015. One man died of heart failure and exhaustion after playing StarCraft for 50 hours on end, and annually 100 people die in Russia from falling ice. Not to mention about 70 children will choke to death on hot dogs every year. But if we use the United States as an example of the Western world, we had over 318 million people living in 2014, of which more than 2.6 million died. Almost half of these people died of heart disease or cancer, which is much different than 100 years ago when most people died from tuberculosis and influenza. Scientific advancements such as antibiotics and vaccines have allowed us to die less often of the flu or TB, and even decreased how often we die of cancer. In the 1970s, the survival rate from cancer was only 50%. Today, that has increased to 68% with
we got.
5 million cancer survivors alive in the U.S.
Unfortunately,
both heart disease and cancer aren't sudden killers and involve mostly long, drawn-out deaths. In fact, 60% of deaths in a hospital are attributed to one of these, with 1 in 10 of those individuals being in a hospital for a month or more. Of course, sudden deaths do happen, with over 136,000 people dying of unintentional injuries or accidents in 2014 in the U.S. The media can also affect our fear and anxiety of death from strange causes. After all, not one person died of a shark attack in the U.S. during 2014, but 38 people were killed by dogs that year. Many fear biking within a city, but you're more likely to die walking as a pedestrian, with 6,200 pedestrians killed and only 900 killed in bike accidents. For every 1 person that dies in a terrorist attack, 80 will die from alcoholism. In fact, a majority of terrorist activity in the West is caused by lone wolf attackers, of which 80% were not Islamic fundamentalists, but instead political extremists, nationalists, racial, and religious supremacists. On a worldwide scale in 2015, 78% of all terrorist deaths occurred in just 5 countries: Afghanistan, Iraq, Nigeria, Pakistan, and Syria. Where you live has a big impact on how you're likely to die too. In the 34 poorest countries, you're most likely to die of respiratory problems.